Now for transcription, I don't think it's going to be difficult. This is just for you to subtitle this. So I'm going to delete all this and even delete this. So let's just work with, no, I select my music. So let's just work with this.
The average person.
And delete this. I'm going to scale up my video to the entire full minutes. Okay, so remember, for this to work, you have to have downloaded this file I linked on the Telegram channel, the Adobe Speech to Text, unless you're using the Creative Cloud version for it to work perfectly. So
the average.
We're going to transcribe this, like more like we are going to create subtitles for it. Then we'll now create maybe a graphic version of the subtitles. So all those trending text animations you see on social media, we're going to just try. I'm going to show you how it's done. So
person now.
Just select your clip, head over to text. If the text is not here, this text panel, just close this. You open up your Premiere Pro panel, like we can't find it. Just hover out your window, look for text, and it pops up. Okay. Then of course, go to the transcript option. Then so you can just go to generate static transcript. Your new transcript will not update as edited descriptions. Blah 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 blah. Then you edit. You already have English or English UK. English is fine. Remember, there are different languages, but you don't have a subscription, and you chose. Some of it shouted because of the 12 point something gig file I wanted to upload. So you just have English, which is still fine. Okay. So just click on audio 1. That is the track channel is going to transcribe. Okay. And you can just click on transcribe. It's going to take some time to create the transcription. So once it's done, you'll see your text here. So this is just, I don't think this is supposed to be difficult, okay, but it's going to give you captions. It's going to be in a different panel while it's transcribing. Let me just give you a hint. It's going to be on a different panel. This CC score is for your captions track option. So it's going to have its separate track, okay? So you can see it, it's done. The average person
now spends 7 hours a day staring at their screens. And I don't say this to shame anyone.
And it's perfect. It's perfect because it's the transcription and the speech to text was built for more of the white guys than us. So if I should talk and transcribe my own voice, unless I sound like these guys and my speech is clear, but there were a lot of errors. But this is very perfect.
One, because I've been there too. And making you reach for your phone the millisecond that you start to feel bored. 20.
So some of you will wonder, why do I not just do this first? You had to learn that part first, okay? So, but if you eventually you can still, transcribe this, do this, and now copy and paste the videos, the text into to make those stuff I did earlier, the motion graphics text, but it doesn't mean you don't be lazy. All right, so now you've gotten the transcript.
Sorts of things. Dance class.
You can even export this and keep it somewhere else, maybe in case if you're building something. I did at times, but I won't tell you what I did for now. So but to now create a caption subtitle so it can appear here, you click on this create captions, which is similar to this stuff here. So once you click on this, then you can now just leave it at default. Captioning preferences, you can just open this up a little bit. Yeah. So subtitle, leave it at this style. You can create a style for this, but that should be in the properties or graphics panel. So then this maximum length in characters and minimum duration in seconds is kind of to show you how many characters will be displayed on the screen at once. Do you get? And also the duration. So we're going to do this for the long form, and I'll just try to do something for the sequences to the short form variation. So I'll just show you 2 versions of that. So I think I'll split it into 2 parts. Yeah, so it doesn't become so much. I'm just going to leave this at this, or you can reduce it if you want to. Then please change the line to single or double. Single means it's going to be on 1 line. Double means it's going to be on 2 lines. So let's just click that single. Then we create captions. It's going to create captions, and voila, you see it just fits. You see your subtitles here, and it matches exactly what she's saying.
The average person now spends 7 hours a day staring at their screens. And I don't say this to shame anyone, because I've been there too. And making you reach for your phone the millisecond that you start to feel bored. So if you ask someone what their hobbies were, they could probably dance classes, maybe they're into gardening or crochet, or they enjoy volunteering at their local community center. All sorts of interesting hobbies.
Beautiful. So I'm just going to create a short form for this. I already have the presets here, so or let me just do 916. So tests and click OK. So
spends 7 hours a day.
and I'm going to do this. I think I can just move this in. I don't know if it's transcribed automatically.
The average person now spends
I'm just going to fit this or fill this in. So,
7 hours. The average person.
and my keyframes is still been affected. So I'm just going to remove these keyframes, resets, and fill it up. So
the average person.
So you can see we're going to transcribe this again. I hope it does. Does it? Let me be sure that text. So we have to transcribe this again. Let's just do this. Generate static transcript. I'm going to show you something else in a bit about how to just do this automatically, but I'm how to import the raw version. So let's do this transcript now. We can now try to work on this. Same thing. Yes. These separate speakers will be if you're working on a podcast, kind of. I want to transcribe the podcast you get. So audio 1, then we transcribe, same thing. So if this is done already, then we can create captions. Now, this is why I do this. In this other case, if you want the captions to come in word by word, okay, we can now reduce this to like the barest minimum, take this to the end, make it still single, and you create your captions too. And you can see, as opposed to the way it appeared here, by taking it down, you now see it comes in one by
The
one.
average person now spends 7 hours a day staring at their.
So this was what I wanted to show you. So this is like for social media most times, for short form content, not just social media, YouTube social media. For short form content, you can do it like this. You get so. Once you do it like this, you can now increase this, select all this. Okay, you might not see what I just did now, but I'm just gonna zoom in a bit, and I zoom in. I just selected all the whole clips. Okay, so more like you not control A now. You can just right click on this, select it, and you can choose a different font for it. So we're doing poppins before, right? Let's make it okay. Before I do poppins, let's increase the size. You can even just select one clip and apply it to others. Maybe you will do that later on, but you can just select all of them, make it like 93 is fair, or should we just make it 80? So it won't be so much. Then let's do poppins. Let's do regular. Then let's make this align and transform for the subcaption is almost the same thing with the other one with the normal text properties and transform properties we looked at earlier. So, but this is just for like if you want to position it in different places, you can put it on top, you can put it in the middle, you can put it on your left, you can put it on your right. You can put it, yeah, it's just how it works, okay. But you can do this by yourself one day. So maybe I put it on the middle and of course on the outside. I'm out, it doesn't make sense. So I can just reduce this a bit. Okay, good. So just take it down a bit. This is not like this is much. So but I can just let's see. Something like this works fine. So
person now spends
okay, we can still take this down a bit. So let's see.
7 hours a day staring.
So you can adjust this. Okay, so this is it. So then because you can change the font if you want to, the font color if you want to. Just change this to red. I don't think you want for any reason, it doesn't make sense. If you want to, you can just remove the fill and add the stroke, so maybe make it to just customize it. So this is just basically
volunteering.
But it's not looking good, so let's change it back to white. Let's try and create a style. Let's create a style. Now I'm done customizing this like this. So I can now create a style. Maybe I like this style now. I don't like it too, but let's say I like it. I like this style and position. Maybe I can even change the color. Okay, maybe I can make this a little bit. Take this to the end so it becomes a bit darker. You get so when I change the background to like let's say she's let's do pink. So let's say pink.
Anything slower?
Yeah, I don't really like it. Let's reduce this. So
will
and I can just create a style with this style. I can put easy. Yeah, let's use this again. But smaller copy just in case then set to project. So I have an easy style now. So I can go back to my first clip. Instead of doing this again from the beginning, maybe selecting this, changing its font to pop and everything, a style is going to pop up here, easy, and we have it. You see, automatically. So you don't need to change any other thing again. So you can now maybe reduce the font if you want. So let's change this to 40, and maybe bring this down a bit, maybe to the down parts. The scaling and the video properties are not the same thing with this. Okay, so you can see this. One more thing. You noticed if you're using 2025 and you've done what I told you, you should install that speech to text